Good evening, this is Dirty 20 Gaming. My name is Kevin, and tonight these amazing people have agreed to come and play a game with me. And that always makes me happy. You cannot see these people, and I can only see one of them. But it doesn't matter because, that looked like a thing, but it isn't a thing. Anyway, hello to first time chatter. Uh, let's keep going. We are going to start by introducing these wonderful people that you can't see. And we're going to do it in no particular order, starting with the one I can see, because then I don't have to worry about the order anymore. So, Gloriosa, Blaze of Gloriosa, also known as, please tell us what you do when you're not here.
Yeah, of course. So I am Blaze of Gloriosa, better known around here as Glory. I am on the Discord probably far too much, honestly. But I also produce around here on alternate Wednesdays when Oracle Force is running. And I produce on Thursdays for our City of Mists game, Deviant Paradox. And then I play on Sundays as well as Fridays. Fridays, I'm here as Echo, our technomancer, who takes the bus because she likes to. So that's me. And
Wonderful.
I stream on my own channel.
Yes, and you should put a link in a chat with that on there, so we can do the thing and be like all cool and stuff. Meanwhile, let's move on. Let's talk to Brandon.
Hello.
Hey, what do you do when you're not here?
Uh,
That you're willing to share.
yeah, nothing to really talk about.
Well, okay. Well, thank you for joining us. Your fit
Who do you
name.
play?
Who do you play? Yeah,
Oh, yes, I play
tell us about
Calais.
Calais. Yeah.
I don't remember what my class is actually called, but I'm the ice
Combat
mage
mage,
that
something like that.
likes throwing
Yeah.
ice hammers
Yes. You're like a
and
really cool Thor.
rides a broken down e-bike for
Still,
now.
yes, that's right. Yes, the e-bike that you refuse.
Only until we get our next payday.
Yes, to your next one. Yeah. Which brings us around the table to Janet. You're doing
Hey.
stuff all over the place.
Hello. I'm Janet on Discord, but I'm streaming and recording as Anime Gems. And today I'm playing as Samantha, who is Street Shaman, and have brother.
Yes.
I hope that someday I play more games, and I welcome for my channels to subscribe or follow.
Yes, please do pop over there if you haven't already. Give them a follow on Twitch and YouTube because it feels good to get follows. And you get stuff.
And on Substack also.
Oh,
It's
yeah. I don't. I've heard of that one, but I have no idea how that one works. But yes, follow all the links, do all the things, join all the people.
It's like a live journal for this century.
Yes. Okay. There you go.
yeah.
But that brings us around the table to Deku. Tell us about yourself.
I am the Deku Scrub who is playing Neon, also known as Corbin, our street samurai in today's game. I am not currently playing anything else.
Well, that is true, but you can't call yourself a scrub anymore. You've been in lots of stuff now. So I'm gonna take that title away from you. Yoink! You are a seasoned veteran at the
You
very
can't.
least.
Nintendo has called them Deku Scrubs, so yeah.
Oh, okay. Pardon me. I didn't realize it was a reference. I thought you were just degrading yourself, and I wasn't having it.
No.
I'm still not having it, even though you didn't do it.
They did patent them or not? Because they're now patenting everything.
The patenting everything.
Yeah,
We're being topical.
I've been wondering about doing a name change, but since I'm not monetizing myself, it's not a problem now.
Yeah. Yep. We've got a couple of folks that do something similar, but let's do the thing. Let's play the game, okay? Let's do that instead. We're going to start, as we always do, with a bit of a series of flashbacks. So, my name's For the Record, and I've told you over and over that this story is definitely worth listening to and paying for. So if you got any of those unmarked cred chips, just pop them in the hat. I want to continue the story about this amazing group of people, but I want to do that by starting way in the past, in the misty beginnings. Well, it wasn't that misty and it wasn't that beginning, but it was a while ago. One of our adventurers, one of our runners, Samantha by name, had a bit of an experience after they got out of jail, or whatever it is you call that orphanage. Samantha was the first to realize that they could not run around the street wearing those bright orange jumpsuits. As much as it might be a style choice for some, the name of the institution on the back was a bit of a giveaway. And so Samantha went shopping. Samantha, what was it like the first time you walked out of the warehouse, the safe place that you guys were provided by the gang, the place that Corbin has got you guys into? Corbin's gone for surgery. You don't know what that entails exactly. You know it's dangerous because they're cutting open his spine. They're replacing bits of his nervous system. They're even putting wires in his brains to make him faster. But you can't do anything about that. But you also can't stand here in this orange jumpsuit. So when you step out of the warehouse and you see before you a whole city spread out, how do you get where you're going?
I feel lost, but I'm trying to rent. I'm walking.
Yeah,
I don't have any vehicle,
yeah.
and I don't want to spend money on that stuff. So I'm walking, and I'm looking around because I'm kinda lost. I don't know where are shops with clothing
Yeah.
and anything. So I'm just wandering and looking around.
So as you're doing that, first things first, nobody's really looking at you, even though you're wearing this bright orange jumpsuit with the name of the institution on the back. People are busy staying alive. They're busy, cutting deals. They're busy doing business, just trying for all the world to just stay alive. You see a couple of options. There's as you start near the warehouse where you are, you see there's some clothes on uh,
Also,
clotheslines. Yep.
as also about clothing, I think it was black and white, like very gray and boring,
Yeah.
not orange.
Okay. Yeah. So what? Yeah. Whatever it was, you're wearing. Yeah. Your orphanage clothes, right? So you see a couple of different options. One would be stealing off of people's clotheslines, because there's people around drying the old fashioned solar drying system rather than using the dryer downstairs. You just hang it outside in the sun. So that's one option. Another option you see is there's sort of an open street market that takes up about half a block. There's 20 or 30 vendors. Lots of them are selling clothes as well. But again, you don't have any money, so you'd have to steal it
We have,
or earn it.
we have, we have few bucks
A few
from
dollars, yeah.
God.
Okay, so yeah, so you could buy it.
Yeah,
I'll give you that. Yeah,
at the end of my first flashback, I said Corbin, since he wasn't spending the money he was saving for years and years,
right.
he was
Yeah.
going to give some to everybody so they could get clothing and
Okay, so
he
there
could
you go.
also
So
get
you
his
can.
bike, his motorcycle then.
Right. So yes, thank you for the correction. So you can steal from somebody's backyard. You can buy stuff from the market, or you can actually go into. There's another place down there. There's shops, like actual
I
stores
would,
that you can go into.
I would first look to shops, but I will be like, I will be like, don't welcome in that shops.
Yep,
so
some
they're
of them
not
make you feel not
market.
welcome. Some of you see the price tags in some of them, and it's like, oh my goodness, that's everything I've got for one shirt. So the
Yes,
shops are
but
probably out of line.
yes,
Yeah,
but yes, but also I once seen like from Pretty Woman when she went to
yes,
exclusive shops
yeah,
and they say it's not for her place.
yes, exactly. Yeah, yeah, I know exactly what scene you're talking about. So yeah, the shops are sort of off the list. Where do you go next? There's still the
But
market, street market.
also market to buy. But like I said, I went first go to the shops and they see me this orphanage clothing that
Yes.
don't serve me.
Yeah, they you go into one and they chase you out. You go into another one and they tell you you couldn't afford to buy socks here. Yeah, you're treated really, really poorly.
It's not only that, but also like you don't belong here.
Yep. Oh yeah.
Not like effort, but you don't belong here.
Yeah.
Go away.
Yeah. And every time you walk into one of those, there's some corporate person and they're dressed, in a year's salary for a working person's worth of clothes, and yeah, they keep throwing you out. So that's off the table. So the market.
Marketplace.
Yep.
And I'm not stealing.
Yeah.
I buy.
This is the market is different. The market is just biz. It's probably the first time you see it in its true form. This is just people cutting deals and selling stuff and trading stuff and bartering, and there is a desperation to all of it. And you realize that it's like watching a feeding frenzy. And if you move wrong, they're gonna eat you. If they find out you've got money in your pocket and they don't think you can defend yourself, they're going to jump you. This is this sort of Samantha's first experience with the real world, but they do have stuff here that you can afford.
I hold close to my stuff because I think like I run away with stuff.
Yep.
So I'm holding close stuff and walking and be very aware like about my belongings.
Yep. So you're just being really careful. Um, Tell us about. You can buy more than one outfit, but tell us about the first outfit Samantha puts together for themselves. And then after you tell me about that, I want to ask if you bought anything for anybody else.
I
First, let's hear
first
the
want
outfit. Yeah.
I want t-shirt very geeky nerdy like from cartoon character
Okay.
on in
Yeah.
print.
Yeah.
And some tracksuit pants like
Okay.
comfortable.
Yeah. Yeah. I love it. What's on the pants? What image is on the pants? There's always a
Just
picture. Yeah.
just less some lines and logos
Okay.
like tracksuit
Lines and logos.
classical.
Yeah. Oh, perfect. So that's the outfit. Now, do you buy anything for anybody else?
No, because they have money, so they spend money.
That is the one of the most teenage things I've ever heard. And Samantha's a teenager, so that makes absolutely perfect sense. So,
She only buy small figurine for Corbin, like
okay,
as gift to hospital
okay, a figurine of what?
from his favorite cartoon.
Oh, from his favorite cartoon. Okay, I love it. Perfect. So, the next question, I guess, is um, how much of a hurry is Samantha in to get changed? Like, do you go back to the warehouse to get into your new clothes, or do you sneak into an alley and change so that you're not wearing
I
the?
would I would went to public toilet to
Okay,
change.
so yeah, right away then. That makes sense. And then, do you keep the orphanage outfit
Into trash.
in the trash? I didn't even finish this. Just bang in the garbage. Done. Perfect. How does the Samantha that walks back to the warehouse differ from the Samantha that left it only a few hours and one shopping trip before?
More confident but still kinda lost. Like still looking around
Oh yeah,
everywhere.
yeah. Just
And like,
eyes, yeah, head on a
and
swivel.
uh,
Yeah.
and like too much distraction everywhere.
Yes. So when you get back to the warehouse and walk back inside for a moment, you've got it all to yourself. It's empty. The big beanbag chair, the spool table. You've only been here for like 3 or 4 days now, and you've got it all to yourself for a minute. You're wearing your new clothes. What do you do? Is there anything specific?
I have in my eyes these holograms or not.
Uh, the hologram of what?
No,
The
this
glasses?
and this engine to air stuff like phone calls and
Oh
movies.
yes. Yep. Yeah, you've got your Google glasses. Basically, everybody's more or less got those. Yeah.
So I would put some music and dance around this warehouse
Oh, perfect. Dancing Samantha in
and
her new
singing.
sweats, dancing and singing Samantha in her new sweats and T-shirt with like Mighty Mouse on the front or something. I love it. Ah,
Yeah, and these songs would be something rocky.
yep. Oh yeah, just bopping and rocking. Are you looking out the window at the city while you're doing it, or are you?
No,
No, you're staying in here in your safe place and dancing. Okay,
yes,
perfect. All right.
until someone walk inside.
Speaking of someone walking in, let's cut. Thank you for the segue. You made that really easy. Let's cut to Calais. Same time frame, roughly, not necessarily the same day, but you've been out of the orphanage for way less than a week. Um, for someone with Calais's propensity for saving money, the week's worth of food and bit of money in your pocket probably feels pretty sparse. Maybe even this
Basically
is the
nothing.
cause of that. Even sorry, go ahead.
Basically nothing.
Yeah, he's beyond broke, even though there's like $20 in his pocket. So in that all but destitute state, Calais, what do you do?
I would the the upstanding gang that uh, sold us this warehouse for
Yep,
whatever information that Corbin was able to get for them.
yep,
Uh, I'm going to try to make myself useful to them. In I I recognize that I don't know what I need to know,
yep,
but I'm willing to learn.
yep. So how do you get a hold of them? I mean, they're a gang, so there's gang members on the street. You know, Echo knows some of them. How do you get a hold of them?
I mean, I would basically make this offer whoever it was that showed us where this warehouse was. I
Perfect.
basically make
Yep.
this offer immediately
That
upon
makes
arrival.
I like it as they're leaving. Oh, by the way, have you got any jobs? They tell you to come to an office on the next day, and when you get there, there's they take you surprisingly seriously. They present you with documents that say that if you get caught, we're gonna will deny, deny, deny. They at least treat you seriously enough to tell you that they're not going to back you up, right?
Gotcha. Yep.
So they're honest with you. The first mission they give for you, oh, you gave me a chance for the callback of all callbacks. Putting up posters without getting caught. Posters for their gang, anti corporate posters, that sort of thing. That's their first mission for you. You ace it, except you almost get caught in the middle. Um, After that, you go back. The next offer is a little more serious. They need you to escort somebody somewhere. Nothing happens. You get them where they're going. The third job, it's another escort job. You're starting to think this is easy, but halfway across the park, you get jumped by a group of thugs. How hardcore do you unleash on them? Remember, this is like a 17-year-old Calais, first real encounter in the big world. You've had to fight orphanage kids before, but this is three older, tougher kids?
I imagine I go almost too hard. Like
Yeah.
the person I'm escorting basically has to stop me from actually killing them.
Using what? I'm presuming using magic.
Absolutely, yeah.
So
I
yeah,
don't quite break out the fireball, but all the ice.
lots of just ice hammers all over the place, and
Hmm.
you don't stop until they stop you. Okay, so yeah, drastic overreaction, which again makes perfect sense. Um, After that, you get a stern talking to before your next job. You're supposed to be a professional. You're supposed to control that shit. The client is definitely not supposed to have to pull you off of the hapless victims of your assault that they had to cover up. So you get you get told, right?
Uh-huh.
Uh, but then for the next couple missions, and this is over the course of a series of nights, but these pay like $20 or $20, $50. They're nothing compared to the stuff you're going to get later. But from that point on, you start getting badass jobs. You and four other guys that are all in their 20s and 30s get sent out to do collections for people that aren't paying. You become part of the group of thugs that stands at the back of the business and goes grr when they're doing their protection rackets, right? All that stuff.
Hmm.
They're
I
uh,
imagine I'm quite good at that.
they're turning you into a thug, and it's mostly great big dudes. And when you see a little relatively speaking a little person hanging out with three big dudes, that's the magic user, right? That's it.
Mm.
So when you the four of you in this group that you work with walk into the building, people know what's going on, and you're starting to develop a bit of a name for yourself. Having said that, one night you're walking home. Uh, I almost said drunk, but I'll let you decide. Drunk, impaired. You've been out with your buddies. You're done your job. You're heading home. Are you impaired?
Yeah. I imagine. No, no, actually, no, he wouldn't.
No. Okay.
No,
Well, that will make your
he's
decision
too much.
slightly
He's
easier.
too much worried. Too much of a warrior for that.
Yeah. If get shit faced when you get home, right? If at all.
Yes.
So you're heading home, and you get jumped by two muggers. How do you respond to that? This is on your own time. This is not on a job.
No, no. I would react. I would respond. If anything, after the talking to, I am now. I'm not on the job. I don't have to hold back. I'm going to deal with them until they are no longer a threat.
Just wreckage. Yeah, you just
Absolutely.
absolutely destroy them and then step over their barely breathing bodies and go home. Okay.
Yeah.
Um, what else are you doing? You're making a couple bucks now. Um, Not a lot, but you can sort of you can make sure there's food. You can build up not an I wouldn't call it a nest egg, but maybe a nest egglet. I don't know what you'd call it. You got a couple bucks left over. What is there anything that you would do for you or for the others?
At this point, no. I'm just. I'm. I've got the nest. I want to hopefully one day have the egg to put in it.
Yeah, there you
Uh,
go. Yes, yes, you've built a nest for the egg. There you go. I like that. You've got a bank account under a false name, basically.
Pretty much. I
Yeah,
imagine this is also around the time that I first find my broken down e-bike.
that's what I was wondering. I didn't want. I led the horse to water, but I couldn't make you drink. So thank you for thinking. At this point, you spend $20 on a dilapidated e-bike that
And
becomes
it's a
iconic.
hard sell.
Yeah. Oh
I
yeah.
mean,
They
it was
wanted 40.
25. I talked him
Yeah.
down.
Yeah. They wanted 45. Yeah. You got it to 20. All right. The guy was actually crying when you left. So with that moment, you squeaky, 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 squeaky all the way home. You lock it inside the warehouse. You open the door to the common area and you see Samantha dancing. What do you do? They've got headphones in and they're currently faced away from you. So therefore, Samantha, pardon me, but I'm gonna take away the agency for a little bit. I want Calais to get a moment to see you before you know he's there. How do you respond to that? Samantha's wearing brand new clothes, dancing and singing her guts out.
Uh, I basically do like the cool aloof lean against the wall and like slow clap kind of thing when she turns around.
I wait for her to turn. Yeah. So Samantha, you turn and see Calais clapping against the wall, and that's where we're gonna drop that one. I'm not gonna let either one of you respond past that. Next, we put it off for a little bit here, but Corbin,
I
you're
want,
yeah,
I
Samantha.
only, I only want to say,
Yeah.
I would throw some pillow toward Kelly.
You just throw a pillow at him. The real question now that yeah, do you stop dancing and singing or no?
I run to my room
You run to
and
your
then
room. Okay. Uh, Meanwhile, the only camera I can see, Echo slash Glory's going, no, just keep dancing, just keep dancing.
She'll grow into it. She'll grow into it.
But we're gonna leave Echo for another minute because in surgery or post surgery, we find Corbin. Tell us about that.
Um, this is post surgery. Um, he he's basically just laying on his on this little massage table with the hole with the for the face,
Yep.
and he's going. He wanted this. He wanted this. All the pain was going to be worth it once he healed. This was the advantage he needed, what he'd spent years working toward. He wanted this, but it still fucking sucked. Face down on a padded table with his face shoved into a hole. He needed to be like that so the fresh incisions could heal. In his joints, all up his spine, and more importantly, the space they needed to get into his brain. The cuts were bad enough in and of themselves, but it was the chips attached to his nerves that were even worse. He supposed he was thankful it was standard procedure to keep the brain chip inactive until he healed. The spasms of amplified activity would have ruined everything otherwise. So he laid face first on the table, butt naked under a flimsy sheet in the clinic of the Grandstone Group's pet chromodoc, staring at the floor lit dimly by a nightlight. Tired, bored, cold, lonely, all of it in pain. He wanted this. Deep, even breaths. His thoughts needed to be static. He needed to stay calm. Emotion made the pain worse for some reason. The next dose of painkiller wasn't for a while yet. He needed static. He hoped Sammy was okay. She had Calais and Echo looking out for her, so she should be okay. He missed his sister. She'd been here earlier, but visiting hours were long since over. He tried his best to reassure her that he was fine, but he didn't think he did a good job. Samantha deserved a treat for being so brave. She's such a good kid. He wanted this. A click, a creak, confusion. Was the nurse back already? Why weren't they saying anything? Or turning on the light? Confusion changed to concern as heavy boots stumped closer. Who's there? He tensed his body, immediately regretting it, as a face slid into his view. Augmented eyes the color of amber shined out of a thin face, smiling a tiny bit too widely. Hey, sweet cheeks, how's my favorite pain in the ass doing? All the fight left Corbin's body in a disgusted sigh. Jackhammer, what are you doing here? Jackhammer Grandstone made himself comfortable on the floor, laying down in such a way that he could look Corbin in the eye. 6 feet and 7 inches worth of asshole somehow crammed himself between the table, the wall, and a corner, making it look easy. Jackhammer was skinny, but he was tall enough that it shouldn't have been possible. A thought finally went click. Sweet cheeks? That's new. The fuck? Yeah, why. You should have told me you were caked up in those coveralls. I would have gone easier on your pretty face if I knew. The exaggerated eyebrow waggle was a bit much. Corbin rolled his eyes. A shameless flirt inside or out of a fight, it seemed. What do you want, jackass? No, don't be that way. I just wanted to see how my new buddy was doing. I went through the same procedure you just did, so I know how much things suck for you right now. Corbin tried to ignore the hopeful spark, whispering, Friend? In his chest. Since when have we been buddies? Since you did my job for me. Breaking into your drone farm was never personal for me, you know. Could have fooled me. Okay, the job wasn't personal, that first punch was. I didn't think the boys were serious when they told me one normie punk was kicking their asses. And then you did it to me 2 more times in 2 more fights. Impressive shit. Sure, 3 hits on a guy that punches like demolition equipment is real impressive. Corbin was reluctant to talk, but he needed to ask something. We both know the Grandstones could have buried the orphanage and guys at any time. Why not? Why only ever send a few guys at a time? All I ever did was hold you off until security actually got off their asses. And then you you were showing up to duel? But, ah. Jackhammer had the nerve to boot Corbin on the nose he broke. Equivalent exchange. You want answers, so do I. You want deets, then you gimme deets. He made come hither motions with both hands, inviting Corbin to divulge information. Corbin figured he must be high from the painkillers because he was actually considering the offer. What deets could I possibly have that would interest you? Not much. Just your name, your favorite drink, your favorite food, what you do in your spare time, sexual orientation, top or bottom. You know, important shit. Corbin's brow furrowed. What's so important about all that? Tiny voice in his heart mumbled he wasn't that interesting. They stared at each other in confusion. Jackhammer's slackened jaw would have been funny if Corbin felt less befuddled. His brain had to be malfunctioning, off kilter from drugs and just how personal Jackhammer's questions were. Did he want anyone to know all that about him? Did he even have the answers? Before either of them could continue the conversation, the nurse on duty came into the room. They chased Jackhammer off, leaving Corbin confused on top of everything else he'd been going through. And now he didn't even have an amiable asshole to distract him from the pain.
Wow. Thank you. Amiable asshole is that the yep. I want to be part of that band. But thank you.
Goals.
That was a magnificent tale. Yep. Echo, you were going to say something?
I just said goals.
Goals, yeah.
Hashtag goals.
Hashtag goals. Speaking of Echo, you're out of the orphanage. The whole big wide world, the whole big wide Vancouver anyway, is right there spread in front of you. The world is your oyster and you've got a hankering for seafood. What is the first thing you do to the world when you're out of the orphanage?
So Echo also has the same idea of shopping.
Yep.
Because who doesn't love shopping? I feel like this sort of the other characters have gotten a chance to sort of metamorphose into something close to the outside world.
Yep.
And Echo is as well, but Echo is not spending money for her outfit so much as she's spending time.
Okay.
She has, you know, what Corbin gave her, but she knows that digging around in the marketplace will turn up gems. You just gotta find them. So she is not just going shopping, she's going thrifting.
15. Okay.
Yeah. So the first thing, and she like has no idea. She's like, I don't know what I want to wear. Like, that person looks cool. That person looks cool. That person looks cool. I don't
Yeah.
know. But she first finds, as she's going through the marketplace, sifting through, I assume, piles of like various piles of clothes in between piles of electronics, in
Oh
between
yeah,
piles
it's
of
yeah.
gadgets, in between. Yeah.
Yeah, there's no organization. It's like a car,
Like
a
a
trunk sale
garage
gone mad. Yeah,
sale. Yeah.
yeah,
Garage sale on steroids.
yeah.
So the first thing that she finds is a belt. And she finds the belt by the buckle. Like the first thing that catches her eye is literally something shiny. She just happens to like she moves a pile of clothes or whatever, and the big shiny belt buckle. It's like brass. It's not real gold. It's like I don't know,
Yeah.
fake gold plated or whatever.
Yeah.
But like it shines up really nice. Like she can take like a t-shirt from like next and like rub it.
Yeah.
So she finds the shiny belt, the shiny belt buckle, and she's like, yes, this is what I want. And from there, she kind of continues finding things that not only catch her eye, but which are eye catching.
Yeah.
The most absolutely ridiculous, like, outfit I think that you could put together. She's like, okay, I found this incredibly ostentatious like tailcoat.
Yeah.
I found the absolute slickest, shiniest pair of pants, and they're actually like shorts, but like she finds a pair of boots that go up to her knees. Like maybe
Yeah.
they're not necessarily the ones that her figure is wearing yet.
Yeah.
But so she's like going through and she's finding like all of these things, and they don't quite look their final form yet, because she's going to take them home, and she's going to work on them. She's going to just like she doesn't have a lot of practice with making things in the real world
Yes.
look like what she envisions.
Yes.
So I imagine she goes through like a couple pair of boots,
Yeah.
a couple pair of, maybe a couple like, I don't know, pair of pants or whatever. And she while everyone else is sort of like spending their money and stuff like that, she's like basically like beating her head against the desk figuratively, like she's never made something before.
Yes.
But she's never really had the reason to make something before. Yeah, she is total magpie energy.
Yes.
Totally. And like any like costume jewelry or whatever she's down with too, like whatever seems nice. She also figures out that she I think her natural hair color is not like the bright white, gray, silver, whatever I have going on her model.
Yeah.
I think her natural color is like a dark blonde maybe or something like that. So I think she also works on like lightening her hair. Like first probably has a couple accidents with the peroxide.
Yep. Yep.
Which is why she keeps it probably twisted up.
Yeah, you couldn't
doesn't
comb
wear
out
it
if
down.
you tried. Yeah. Yeah. It's just
Yeah.
completely fried, but it's really
It's
cool.
fried,
color.
so
Yeah.
she keeps it like up
Yeah.
in the disco buns.
So I'm going to quickly interrupt this because
for it.
you and I think I know the answer, but I want to ask the question anyway. This has all been very physical and hands-on. Does Echo use their technomancer skills to either buy or steal stuff, or get stuff shipped to them, without paying for it, sort of thing?
Not, I think she actually doesn't. I think
That's
she's
what I thought,
actually
yeah.
at this point, like she's like, okay, I'm out. And it's not so much I don't know, like everyone else is changing and doing different things, and she wants to do different things too.
Yeah.
And I think she gets frustrated and like goes out and like, goes and bullshits with people. Like she doesn't, it's not like she locks herself in a room and like crafts for 5 straight days, like some people I know, including me.
All right.
But I think she always like kind of either wears or carries the belt with her though. I think the belt is the
Yep.
original belt, and
That's
she
the-
she has polished it, and she has shined it and, all of that stuff, like conditioned the leather and yeah, to all of that stuff. So like she has the original belt, but I think everything
Yeah.
else is a work in progress.
So when you finally get it all put together one night in your room and you look in the mirror and it is bam, it is you hit it. It's there now. You can see the place where you had to restitch the seam 22 times, but damn it, it's perfect now. And you turn around and step out of your room in the warehouse to, I don't know, maybe show it off a little bit, just in time to see
We
cement.
dancing.
Yeah, you're
We
joining in.
dancing.
Okay.
Yeah, hell yeah.
So, in that case, Samantha, I'm going to give you a chance to wrap this one up because you're dancing. You turn around, you see Calais, you throw the pillow at him, you turn around and head for your room to see Echo dancing where you were dancing. Do you still go to your room or do you what happens?
I kinda giggle looking at Echo
Yeah,
and
Echo's
join
totally
her.
and join her. Okay, so the two of you
good.
start dancing. Yeah,
Yeah.
Calais.
As soon as like
Yeah.
Calais starts like slow clapping and gets the pillow thrown at him,
Yeah.
Echo's like dancing like
Yeah.
I have to describe it because I don't have a camera. Like dancing with her finger in the air, and you know which finger,
Yeah, and her tongue out. Yeah.
and her tongue out.
So Calais, you were cooling in the corner. Samantha was on their way out. Echo has called you on your shit. How do you respond? Dance, Calais, dance.
Sorry, I was muted for a second there. Sorry
Okay.
about that.
Oh.
No, I mean, yeah, at that point, I mean, I'm gonna have to join it. I don't have an option.
Yeah, exactly. So the three of you are dancing. Meanwhile, because I don't want you to feel left out, Corbin, right below the hole where your face is, there's a mirror that you use to talk to people when they come in the room. Like you can see their reflection. And just before they left, Jackhammer turned the mirror. You didn't notice this, but when you open your eyes after and look down, it's pointed out the window of your room, and out in the yard of the hospital is Jackhammer dancing. Just because I want everybody, you can't dance. You're in surgery, but yeah, Jackhammer's outside your window doing a provocative dance. Let's just leave it at that.
He's just laughing at how stupid he is,
Yeah.
but
Sir, you are being flirted with a lot.
The Spider-Man 3 dance. Yeah.
Corbin doesn't know that.
No, that's what makes it funny. So let's cut forward because it still took us an hour to do the flashbacks. I really have to shorten those, but they're so much fun. But that brings us back to the future, so to speak, without getting sued for copyright infringement. Back to the present in the future, in fact, where the four of you have just returned from your meeting, your job offer from the Electronic Paladin. You've got some time. He said, you could just get back to him about this next mission. It's more or less a troublemaker mission. You're supposed to break into this compound and run around and get guards to chase you and just distract everybody while he breaks into somebody's house and does something. But you've got a little bit of time. Does anybody want to, he asked leadingly, given the conversation we had before the game started, look into the Electronic Paladin in any way? Or anything else? Because you also got the hint last week that behind them is big money. Big, like above corporate sort of money beyond money levels. So, does anybody want to do some research?
Echo oblivious. Hey, when do we start?
Yeah.
While Calais is quite happy to follow Echo into the fray, he is also very interested in who the big money movers are that are apparently
Okay. Yeah.
going to try and make some changes.
Yeah.
So,
So you're looking
I,
for the
I
power
would,
behind the throne?
yeah,
Okay. Power behind the
see
paladin,
if I can
sorry.
find
Yeah.
anything.
Yeah. Give me 10d6 greater than 5. For our our first roll of the evening after playing for 45 minutes. 2 successes. Okay. That's not a lot, to be fair. But what you, in fact, all you get, I like this. You go online and start looking, right? Like trying to make connections and calling in favors from your friends, and you do all the things that you could do. And in the end, all you get for your efforts is an album cover from a band that's been famous for most of the last 40 years.
Only me have flashback from John Silverhand.
Well, I stole this from a William Gibson book, so yeah, it's all connected. But it's not Johnny Silverhands. This is you can't even see. It's one of those images where it's kind of turned into a meme. It's like the Led Zeppelin 4 album. If you're my age, you know exactly what it is. You don't need the words to to see what it is. But that's the only image you get. Is an album cover from a band that's like Bruce Springsteen levels of famous, right? Like 4 or 5 decades level of famous.
I would listen to songs from that album.
Okay. Calais, do you share that information with Samantha?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.
Better the hell album cover. No, it is not. It's actually the band is, and I'm gonna wait till. Yeah, there we go. The band is called Low Res. There's the face. I couldn't do it to you while you were chewing. So yeah, it's a duo that has been around and being famous for like they break all the rules. Like nobody's famous for this much anymore, right? Nobody's famous more than 6 months anymore. This shit doesn't happen. But he's that guy. They're that guy. The band members have changed 40 times, but the two front men have always been. They're called Low and Res. Samantha, you listen to the music. It is timeless. It's kind of rock and roll. It's a little bit synth pop. It changes just enough over time to stay current, but
I
it's
would,
always exceptionally
I
well
would,
produced. Yep.
I would listen to analyze lyrics.
Okay.
Not like style, but lyrics.
Okay.
If the message.
I'm gonna give you a 10d6 roll as well, which I will roll for you. 3 successes. Okay. Um, Yep, I'll give you this. For 3 successes, you build on the album cover that Calais shares with you, and you find out a little bit more. The latest album has a song on it about falling in love with a computer. And it doesn't fit with the rest of the album. Like, it's. Oh, can I be topical or what? It's Taylor Swift's Wood, right? It's that specific. It
I
doesn't
would try.
fit on the rest of the album,
I
but it's
would.
clearly a yeah.
I would try to listen backwards this
Okay.
song.
Yep. It just sounds like a song backwards, but good idea. Um, but yes, that's all you get for your 3 successes. So you guys send the notes to each other in Zoom here. I have to look. I have to see. So backwards, it's called Tree. No. So yes, between the two of you, you've connected the band Low Res and figured out that on that the latest album, there's a song about falling in love with a computer. Echo and Corbin.
And
What? Yep.
I only said that I would share this with Echo and
Okay.
say something for you because you are technomancer.
So the pile of information starts right. Like Calais finds the album cover. Samantha, you guys are a polished team. It's really well done. Samantha adds the information about this song doesn't fit. Echo, they hand it to you and say, hack the web. Figure out what it really means for us.
Also, I would joke that it's for her song because she is in technology stuff.
Yeah.
Magic.
Maybe it's you. Maybe it's you he's falling for.
In love with the computer, yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
I was just going to do the generic roll, but because it's you are computery, I'll give you 12d6 greater than 5. Rather
Okay.
than, yeah, it's basically, yeah, it's roughly based on your stats. I had to look at your stats earlier and I fudged numbers. So just because Google foo, as the saying goes, right? The rest of them use the internet
What
as
the
well.
heck is that roll?
2 successes. Okay, what do you add to that?
I was just trying to think of like what she would look for on there. And I'm thinking like since she sort of thinks almost in like ones and zeros, so she's looking for patterns.
Yep.
Like I feel like stuff like that is and I don't know if that helps you with
Yep.
the roll result, but
It does perfectly. You're looking for patterns. The only pattern you can find is, you know how on YouTube after you look something up and the ads are fixated on you after they start selling, if you looked at boats, it's trying to sell you boats for the next 3 days. The ad that keeps coming up for you, and you recognize it because it's everywhere. It's a flooding the world ad campaign, but it keeps coming up over and over and over again, an inordinate number of times, is an ad for a new product called Icon. And it's your best AI friend ever. And it's a coming soon.
oh no. Okay. Does anyone not have this information?
It's up to you to decide whether to share it with the others. So far, everybody's
No.
shared. Yeah. Oh,
No,
I see
I
what you
mean
mean.
like who
Oh.
there's another person on the chain, right?
Not sure what you
Neon
mean.
has not
Yeah,
done
Neon
any
hasn't gone yet.
research yet.
So yeah.
Yeah. Nia
But I think I can answer your question. It seems like Echo. It seems like you're the only one that's noticed this. Nobody else has done statistical analysis on number of times ads appeared versus stimulus algorithms, right? Nobody did that before you, that you can tell.
so she's going to share the
Butt
information
smack.
that she what? Anyway, she's going to share the information and kind of, you know, put all her dinosaurs on the table, so to speak.
Yes. Yeah.
And kind of she's actually gonna like nerd out a little bit probably about like the how the algorithm is like pulling all of this information, so it's probably like, you know, this ad campaign is probably focused on like a particular demographic, but like they're probably also flooding this, and so like she's totally gonna like nerd out about the
Somebody's
numbers.
paying big money for this ad to appear specifically associated with the latest album and the song about the loving the computer. It's all tied together, Echo. There's strings everywhere.
I know, she's got the murder board and everything. The red string board is up.
Yep. So, which brings us to Corbin. All that information is shared with you. There's a band somewhere involved in this. There's somebody's fallen in love with a computer. There's an ad for your best AI friend ever. What do you try and find out?
So that very first mission, the Paladin said that the virus was supposed to aid in the rescue of somebody out of the Lego brick.
Yes.
Has anybody gone missing from the Lego brick? And if he can get the information, who was it and what did they do?
Perfect. So you got street connections all over the place. That's what my thought on this is. How would you get that information? But you got serious street cred, right? You've gone through the pain. You've done the thing. So you go out and start talking to people. Give me 11d6 greater than 5.
11. Submit. 3 successes.
3 successes. All right. So that gives you this. How do I do this? No person went missing, but in fact, I take that button. No person went missing, and the only damage was one particular security algorithm associated with an unknown account. An unknown account because somebody paid $1 bajillion to make it an unknown account. But what that means is that whatever was being corralled by that software is no longer fenced in by it. Does that make sense?
Yeah, this is all painting a picture.
Yep. Yep, it is. So, to summarize, somehow Low Res is involved with this, the band. Apparently, one of the people, and there's only two of them that write songs for Low Res, has fallen in love with the computer to the point where they wrote a song about it and then forced it onto the album, like getting Yoko to sing background vocals. You know. Also, there is an inordinate amount of advertising for an upcoming AI friend, and something, potentially an AI, has been freed in association with your first job for the Electronic Paladin. So it looks very much like he broke in and did that. Because AIs in this world are very strictly fenced in. They're very corralled. They're very watched. And this one, whatever it is, isn't anymore.
I wonder if Paladin is AI, or if now he want to steal source code of this AI companion when we are distraction.
It certainly adds a twist to the second job, doesn't it?
Yes.
This is the, you can't see it because there's no camera, but I have crossed my hands behind my head and put down my pen. This is the GM mode where I know I don't have to do anything for the next couple minutes. I have done my bit. I have dropped the bombshell. How do you
That
guys
pose
respond?
is the Kevin version of Mr. Burns's like fingers
Excellent.
together.
Yes. Yeah, it's my excellent pose. Yes. So that's the information you now have. So in that light, please discuss amongst yourselves whether you still want to do this job, and if so, what the reasons for or against are.
I don't want to do this job, but I feel like there's no other option. Like we are already like some sort gang members or cult members. Like when we decline, then this paladin will send at us people to force us.
Yeah. That is fair, but I will say that the Electronic Paladin appears to be a proper businessman. If you just say no to the offer, you shouldn't get in trouble from them. I cannot speak for the people that hired them to hire you. They might not even know you were hired specifically, but yes, you are, your position is that you're feeling forced into doing it. How about the others?
Yes,
Corbin does not have a high opinion of somebody so enamored with an AI that they would go to these lengths,
Uh huh.
but he is curious about who is funding this. What are their what he wants at least hints as to their plans so he can at least try to keep our crew working business as usual. Like, try to not have their lives interrupted so much. He
So,
doesn't care about changing the world. He doesn't think whatever is going to happen will pan out the way whatever the idealists want. But he just wants some kind of protection. Like, maybe make themselves useful enough that they won't get killed out of hand or something.
so Can I draw from that Corbin wants more information before they make a decision? Is that
Mm,
no?
take the job, but keep head on a swivel and pay attention, closer attention.
Okay, so it's very do it, but in a heads up mode. Okay, gotcha. The others, we can role play it out, or we can just summarize it, whichever you prefer. Calais or Echo. Echo? Yeah.
It's obviously a love story. Echo said what she said. She's in.
Okay. Echo's just like, yeah, we're in.
That's all
Okay.
it took.
Calais?
Kelly, if anybody else is in, Kelly's still in. I mean,
Yeah.
that's what it comes down to.
Okay. In just for no reason other than keeping the band together.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Calais is the one that can come in after the Leroy Jenkins. So literally, if anybody goes Leroy Jenkins on anything, Calais is there. He's ride or die, man.
All right. So, after having made that decision, I presume you contacted the electronic paladin again and tell him you're good to go. You have to,
Yes.
yeah. He says to you, well, yes, of course, come and get your chips, 5,000 each with another 5,000 once we're done.
I thought it was 7,000 total, and then half of that would be 3,750.
I thought I said 10 grand for the second one. Wasn't it double the first one? It is now.
No.
I thought it was double the
Okay.
first one.
Okay. Well, if it wasn't, it is now. So yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Take more money.
Hey, I'm trying to be honest over
Oh,
here.
I appreciate it. I appreciate the heck out of that. Calais, you said something?
Callie grabs Neon and tells him to shut up and take the money.
Stop talking.
So the offer is 5,000 each. Maybe he's feeling guilty from before, but
Unlikely.
he gives you the address again and says, "Same place you met me before." Does anybody want to challenge that? Somebody said they wanted to see if he was an AI. This might be a chance to.
Me.
Yeah. So how would you, if you thought he was an AI and you've only ever seen his hologram, how would you go about proving he wasn't an AI, or he was an AI, or he wasn't?
I will ask for P number or something like computer can crack.
Okay. All right. Um, as far as you can tell, he is a. Um, as far as you can tell, he is a real person. What you're seeing online is holographic projection. Nobody's got a picture of what he really looks like, but he does. He's got a history of being a real human.
I
He's
just
basically a
want
VTuber.
Basically, yeah, like a VTuber agent. Samantha, yeah.
Alright.
Okay.
I just was curious how he will react for something like mathematical that computer can't solve.
Right. Yeah. So yeah, you've managed to prove to yourself that he is an actual human. It's a good question, though, especially when you're dealing with AI all the time, or all through this all of a sudden. So yeah, negative AI, take that. Uh, so once again, he runs over the basic plan for you. Now that you've said yes, there's basically a three-step plan. You get in through the eastern wall of the complex. It's the only one that's not on a major thoroughfare. The space is supposed to be a green space, but it never got developed, so it's just mostly concrete. Um, Once you're in, um, turn off. You can turn off cams. You can do all that sort of thing. You control. You can control the lawn bots. You control the sprinklers. You control the lights. You have to infiltrate the system and get the guards to chase you. You can see on this map, and he shares screen and shows you the map that's on there now. Echo, you recognize this is what their virtual map looks like. The rest of you, you would also know that this isn't what the real place looks like. The real place is just one of those endlessly identical bungalow protected communities. but this is the map. The centurions with the gigantic swords sitting on the lions are the guard groups, the security guards that are moving around. And he says, as you can see, if you go over the fence at this point, they follow a very predictable pattern around and around the outside. So this would be the point at which all the security forces are as far away from you as possible. Get them to chase you, mess with the lights, security cameras, that sort of thing. But do remember, non-lethal, and if you hurt too many of them, Lone Star will be called. We don't want that. Also, if you damage private property, Lone Star will be called, so no houses, no cars, no none of that foolishness. Oh yes, avoid the stay out zone. That's where I'll be working. When I tell you, just flee and don't get caught. It's very simple.
I have question.
Yes.
If we can't destroy anything vandalism, then if broken light or cameras is not vandalizing also.
Oh, you can break anything that's owned by the corporation that runs the village, just not anything that's owned by the residents.
So anything that's communal.
Exactly. So yeah, you can break street lights, you can cause floods as long as nobody's houses get damaged. You're fine.
We get to annoy the HOA.
Yes. Yeah. Yes. Yes. Any other questions?
If there's any street cleaning drones, we can just sort of tip them over.
You can do whatever you like with those. As someone who was once chased by a robotic lawnmower, I can tell you they're terrifying. Fart loudly into a megaphone. Thank you, Bison. Yes, yeah.
What about trash bins?
Oh, those are the responsibility of the community. So yes, trash those all you want.
Echo's totally laughing along with him at the bad pun.
Even a Roomba is kind of creepy if it chases you. Yeah. Now imagine a Roomba that's 2 meters, 6 feet across, and it's got a blade instead of a mower. Yeah, it's scary as hell if you choose. And you
like in Yakuza, there was a rampa that was vacuum people inside.
the killer Roomba. Nobody expects to vacuum. So, any other questions? This one should be fun.
I see these quadrants are split up into 16 segments.
Mm-hmm.
What's that about?
It's just a way of showing where everyone is. I've actually done most of that overlay myself. But the security performs a loop, so they run around in a clockwise fashion around each of the sectors. But mostly it's just for keeping track of things. And what it's really there for is so you guys can tell me I move this way, I move that way.
I have a question.
Yes.
What would happen if we didn't before agree to this job or next job? Like before you give us money.
Well, then I would have found someone else to do the job and we just never would have called you again.
People wouldn't be sent after us, or we don't need pay punishment.
Well, no, you don't know anything you're not supposed to know.
What about you?
Which is not necessarily true, but it tells you a
Stop.
lot about what he knows, yeah. Yeah. So Corbin, you shut him off? You shut Sam out? You asked Samantha to stop?
Echo is also like giving Samantha a very sharp elbow to the ribs. Like,
yeah. I get it.
And Samantha have face like, what?
Yeah.
I'm just asking.
You've asked enough.
So.
And Samantha is showing her tongue to Corbin.
He pretends he's gonna go and pinch it.
A game as old as the two of you. Yeah, you've been playing this since you were kids for sure. Yeah, I love it.
cute.
Is there anything that any of you would like to do before we actually start the mission? We were supposed to start an hour and I started last week, but yeah.
Corbin would suggest maybe disguises so we're not so recognizable. and maybe something like look into pepper spray and smoke grenades, like things that do not injure but will distract.
Yep. Smoke grenades, that sort of thing. Yeah,
I
absolutely.
was
You'd get those
I
included.
want
Yeah.
I want to watch videos with fireworks because I want to distract people when I walk fast do fireworks.
Okay.
So they are
As a
obvious
as a
to
display or
security.
actual physical fireworks?
Hologram.
A hologram, yes. Okay, that's why I asked because you have that ability. Okay, so you practice doing holographic fireworks. I love it.
Yes.
Kelly, anything you want to do before you head in?
Uh, I'll probably get in on getting some of those smoke bombs and
Yep,
such.
smoke grenades and that sort of thing. Perfect. And Echo, any prep?
Water balloons.
Just
Just an epic
Yeah.
number of water balloons and balloon slings.
And a sling. Oh, I
Like
love
the
it.
the slingshots that you use
Yep.
with water balloons.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yep.
One in each pocket.
Leading question: is the water colored or in any other way made to look like it might be toxic, poisonous, or dangerous in any fashion?
Yeah.
Like neon
It is
green? Yeah.
it is the most wildly vibrant colors that she can find, and
Yeah.
if possible, it's some of them stain.
Stain and they fizz.
Yeah.
Like when they hit and they break, they fizz. Psst, like pop.
What I want, what
What
I
do you
want is like color coded ones. So like the red ones will fizz, the green
Yeah.
ones will stain, like
Perfect.
all of that.
Okay.
Those the yellow ones smell bad.
Okay.
Like
Perfect.
yeah.
Techno mess. You show up just covered in balloons.
I almost forgot
Yep.
spray paint to deface the corporate logo with
Oh,
very
yes.
immature imagery.
Yep.
Like
Spray
if there's
paint.
two O's, they
Yep.
can be
Time to
obvious.
Yep. Time to paint dicks all over everything. Yep. Just make sure it's not on private property. So
Yeah, corporate
Samantha,
logos.
Don't put privates on their private property.
Samantha.
Samantha,
Yep.
Samantha will give a neon hair crayon to draw with.
Crayons.
She
All right.
give, she will give her brother.
Mhm. Another gag that you've been playing on each other for years. Here, have a crayon. You can have the purple one. I want to draw a cauliflower. It's going to be a purple cauliflower.
No, no, it's for these pictures about security. So here, have this to paint.
Okay, I got you. All right. So, with that, night falls and you head on your way. Yes, night falls with a thud. Vancouver is dark. Lighting effects here suck. But the four of you, do you do your standard procedure and arrive individually on your own methods and means of transportation?
Yes,
Okay. So the e-bike, the sidecar, and the bus get you close. And you meet, and this area that the electronic paladin talked about, this he said it had been an unfinished green space. It's actually like a series of concrete terraces, flower boxes, and walkways, but no green was ever put here, so it's just like a concrete, like a parkour place, and looks like it'd be a skateboard park, that sort of shape, but it's all concrete, no actual green. There's lots of cover and lots of places to hide, and there's only one small group of people way down at the end hanging around a fire pit that they've built, but nowhere near where you need to go. On one of the walls, you get to see you can see, I mean, there's graffiti everywhere in here, right? I mean, it's concrete walls in a hidden place. There's graffiti everywhere, but what you see is you look because something catches your movement in the corner of your eye, and you look over, and one of the there's an anti-graffiti bot here. It actually looks like graffiti itself, but as you watch, it moves and creeps across the surface. And as it does so, it sucks the paint out of the concrete, leaving a trail of perfectly clean concrete behind it like a snail.
So it's like a robotic pleco.
Yes, yes,
sucking the
exactly. Like
scum
a
off.
plecostomus just sucking the slime off the side of the park. Absolutely. It has no chance. There's one of them against hundreds of meters of graffiti, but it's going. It's what it does.
And you said it's slow enough that it got tagged onto itself?
Yep, it has been tagged itself, and it is unable to. It is unable to untag itself, but it's going around getting rid of everything else. All
I
at once.
would,
Yeah.
I would untangle this robot and kind of throw him toward people because
Yeah.
he's like a dog.
When you try to pick it off the surface, you realize it's only like the thickness of a layer of paint. You can't actually pull it. It's stuck to the wall like it's paint itself. It would require a nano control device to get it to let go. Good idea though. I know I'm saying no a lot, but I just wanted to, that thing that was just designed to be a sort of flavor effect. All at once, all of your phones vibrate or your glasses flash or whatever it is, and you've got a VPM, your very private message. It says cameras. It's from the electronic paladin. It says cameras looped. You're up. If you remember, he was going to loop the security cameras in the neighborhood, so that gives you guys about 15 to 20 minutes to get in. So you guys have got this concrete area in front of you, and then the wall that you have to get over.
I would start with my fireworks.
You're going to start already out here to distract them, or are you going to wait till you're inside? Because you're not
David,
inside the building yet.
We need to get in first.
Then I will go and then fireworks.
Okay. So you guys all head towards the wall. Echo, you would probably be the first action that we actually need, because you're going to need to counteract the cameras, the security cameras. You can see them on the walls, scanning outside and in. So what do you do?
Are people in disguise? Like Echo is at least wearing like I think she's got on a hat and probably changed into something that she doesn't mind getting stained.
Yeah, you guys. It was mentioned that you were going to be wearing
Not in our
disguises.
normal streetwear.
Yeah, not in your regular clothes. Yeah.
Yeah, I heard
You're
the
in-
question and then
You're
I
in
didn't hear the
workwear.
answer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Your sort of neutral
Cool.
colors, masks,
Ooh,
all the good stuff.
painters jumpsuits.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, we're just like peasants. So
Ooh,
yeah, she's
frequently
gonna...
to go to work, you have to jump it. You have to go into jumpsuits, the same kind of ones that you get out of you had when you were in the orphanage. Not the same style, but it's a jumpsuit, right? And yes, and masks. Yes, Samantha, for sure. You guys your faces are hidden.
Yeah, but this time we get to put on the jumpsuits to mess with the people.
Yes, you choose these jumpsuits. Is this payday? Kind of. Yeah.
So yeah, she's gonna try to like, I think for these ones over here, while they're still trying to get in, she's just gonna try to loop them like EP did.
Yep. So
for the moment.
so that's a sleaze for sure. So give us a sleaze roll.
2 successes.
2 successes. You're just
dice
like,
so mean tonight.
They are nasty. You did not make its rating.
Oh wait! It was 7 successes and then 2 drain.
Oh yes, there you go. That makes more.
Sorry,
this
I
was an
misread.
infusion. This was the infusion of sleeves. So this adds 7 to your sleeves score.
Oh.
And then if you because your sleeves.
Did I roll the wrong thing?
You did your magic, which bumps up your sleeves. You should also have a roll. There should be like attack sleaze.
There's infusion of sleaze. And then that's all I have that has sleaze in it.
Okay, so
I
case
I have infusion of attack.
That's the other one that gives bonuses. So so what you did with infusion of sleaze was increase your sleaze stat. I'm going to open up your character real quick here. Apparently I didn't do this. Bang. On Matrix page. Your sleaze is 9. So you've just added 7 to that, so roll 16d6. And you did absorb, well, you absorbed the damage. You didn't take any damage from the drain.
So it's the generic D6 or the D6 greater than 5?
G6 greater than 5, sorry. Yeah. 17.
Okay, and then I'm rolling. I'm sorry, how many?
17.
17. Okay.
Yeah.
So sorry.
9 plus the 7 that you just got. So
9 successes.
9 successes. Yeah. It's with
Roughly
that many
half.
Yeah. With that many successes, we're just going to make this. You head for the cameras, and you're just going to loop the cameras, and you realize that you do loop the cameras on this side of the compound, and some silly bugger has used password 1234, and it's that easy to get into the system itself. So you've looped the cameras, and the 4
Excellent.
of you are now ready to go. Oops, ready to go in. I'm just going to move into the entry area. So you can go into any one of these 4 squares here, 4, 8, 12, or 16. Sorry for the folks that are watching at home. You can't see this map, but anyway, it's not really important. It's just for these guys. So are you going in? You can have up to 4 characters all in one space if you want. You can spread out. You can stay together. As you crest the wall and realize you haven't really talked about this, what do you do? Let's do, this would be a very good time to roll initiative. So let's do that.
I want go to 12 squared and do fireworks.
Okay. Sam got a 13. What did everybody else get? Initiative. Neon, you got a 14. Okay.
Yep.
And
I got 13.
Calais got a 9.
Oh.
And Echo got a 13.
I feel like I rolled incredibly high on that. I feel like above 10 is really high for Echo.
It is, yeah. That means you get to go twice. So there you go. So, all right. So with that first one over the wall, this makes sense. Neon. You guys waited until security's as far away, so you can see where they are. They're the lions on the thing. So what square would you like to go into, and then what would you like to do? You can move up to 1 square each turn.
I guess I'm headed down to 16
Okay.
because I think I want to skirt around. My intention is to skirt around the stay out zone
I got
and
you.
like
Yeah.
distract the security in that quadrant away from Pally's
Perfect. Okay.
goings
So
on.
you step into that square. You see way down the street these guys. Way down at the end of a couple of blocks away from you. So you can see them. You know where the other 3 sets are. Is there anything that you do at the visual sighting of those guys? You've still got another turn this round. But...
Mm, uh, is there like a corporate property in the square nearby?
And there's corporate property everywhere. So there'd be signs and grass common areas and benches and all that sort of thing.
I guess get out a can of spray paint and start defacing a logo.
Okay. Okay. So you start painting. All right. Samantha, you said you wanted to go into 12?
Yes,
Okay.
and start my fireworks.
And start the fireworks. Where, because you've got a range of line of sight, where would you like the fireworks to go?
Sky.
Yeah, but I mean over, like, way up and just like sort of centered in the middle of the map, just way up in the air?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. All right.
Anywhere,
Yeah.
like cold sky,
Yeah.
to be obvious something is happening.
I got you. Now let me find the spell.
That could be very loud, like hear
Okay.
something happening.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You get 5 successes. You light up the skies. Bang, 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 bang. Sound effects and the smells and everything. It's amazing. It's just like a real fireworks show. The only downside is you don't resist the drain all that, in fact, at all. So while it's still going off, and it's a sustained action, so it keeps going, but it has exhausted you quite a bit. It actually did 4 stun damage to you, and you only had 9, so you're down to 5 now. But you
I
can,
still,
without any additional drain, you can maintain this every round now.
I still keep going
Yep.
until people came.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Echo, what are you doing? Covered in water balloons. Squeaky, squeak, 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 squeak.
You can smell the latex from 5 feet away. Which is mostly just a Saturday night for Echo. Anyway, she's gonna help with the fireworks. She's gonna actually, as opposed to doing anything like techno-y,
Yeah.
she's gonna start like firing off the fizzing water balloons like in the direction of like where the fireworks are going off, like
Yeah.
hopefully hitting like, I don't know, the nearby, I was gonna say the nearby dog park, but I don't want to hit any dogs. So the nearby, the mailboxes, or like the, I don't know, some stuff like that, like poster boards, community bulletin board where they tell them to keep off the grass. She's
Yep.
firing them on the grass too. Why not?
So just creating mayhem
Yeah.
and noise. Absolutely.
Yeah.
What space do you enter into?
That's a good question. Samantha, I feel like she said she went to 14?
Where?
12.
12.
Yeah.
12.
Yeah.
Oh, I couldn't see the number behind. Okay. So Echo is hanging out at she's hanging out at 8.
Okay.
7. Let's go to 7.
Only one space per.
Oh, only one
So
space.
you
Okay.
get there in the next one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So over the wall, land on your feet. Look around, start
Lands on your
firing
feet and
balloons
starts
into the air, and they start shattering.
balloons
and fizzing.
everywhere.
Yep. Perfect.
Yep.
Kelly, what are you doing?
Well, conveniently enough, I'm going into square 4 here,
Convenient.
and I imagine since this is like on the perimeter,
Yep.
there's a straight shot down the whole like this whole back wall here.
Absolutely. All the way down to the northwest quadrant number 1. So yeah. And magic in this world is line of sight. So yes.
Not so much magic yet, but I'm going to grab the smoke bombs that I got, and
Yep.
I'm gonna I'm imagining like the little the round smoke bombs. I'm gonna like roll them down the street as far as I can.
Bowling
and
for
try and
bowling with smoke.
yeah, pretty
Okay.
much. I'm gonna try and draw attention as far away from the stay out zone as possible.
Absolutely makes perfect sense. All right, now it's their turns. This guy is way over here. You don't see squat. These 3, not a chance. He disappears into the zone. This one here is the only one that's really got a chance of seeing you guys. So let's roll for that. You guys have, well, the fireworks are slightly distracting them, but that's not really their problem because it's not in the compound. So, wow, they only rolled 6 dice. They got 4 successes. So now where you guys know where all of your successes went. Yeah, they look around, they look up, they look down, and they see neon. All of the fireworks is going on above them. They look down at the end of the road from where they are, like 4 blocks away, and there's this robot-looking dude with a motorcycle helmet on, painting dicks on the sign. They begin to move in that direction at speed. You hear them yelling, "Stop that! Stop that!" And they're not actually centurions on lions. That's actually 3 guys in a golf cart. But Corbin, yeah, you can hear them. You turn and look, and yeah, they're coming right at you. So that's them, but that's them at 0. So now, 3 of you went over 10, so you get to go again. Neon. Perfect timing. They're coming right at you. What do you do? This isn't South Park. You can't shoot them. They're coming right at us.
You muted.
Sorry.
No problem.
Would it be possible for me to throw a smoke grenade at their little golf cart and then bugger off to section 3 southeast?
Absolutely, yes. So give me a yeah, you throw give me 12d6 greater than 5. The jackass bit with the golf
Well,
carts. We'll see how well this goes. And that's you because I don't have a macro for throwing grenades, right?
4 successes, it looks like.
4 successes, yeah. Where do you want it to go off? In the golf cart, under the golf cart, on the dash of the golf cart? Where do you want it to go off? 4 successes
Uh,
is plenty. I'm super
the
simplifying
dash,
this
so
combat.
they can't see where they're going.
Okay.
Or
So
like
yeah,
the hood, I guess.
it goes in, it hits the
That
hood,
general.
flips up over that little half window that's in there, and falls down right on the dash, right in amongst their cigarettes and their gum and their cell phones and all the detritus that builds up in one of those little golf carts over the night of work, and then poof, right in their faces. The golf cart skids sideways and almost tips over, and then as it slams back onto its wheels, you can't see anything because this area here is now. I'm going to draw on it here. This area here is now full of smoke.
I would like to note that this smoke is orange.
It is orange, and then you run down, ducking through backyards and back alleys down to here. So you're running sort of closer towards them, but also close to the stay out zone. Not yet. So that's the end of you for the round. Samantha, what are you doing? You've got one more move and one more action.
What? I want to go to 11.
Okay. And then.
And I want to shoot this guy in. No, not shoot. I want to. Something to do like more distraction. Maybe I will do something different with holograms. Like, I want to do holographic face or something on sky darking.
I have a suggestion, if I may, just because I know one of your spells is called Animate Plastic, and the golf cart is made out of plastic.
So I want this.
Okay, so it can't attack them, but they are now trapped in a cloud of bright orange smoke. And what does their golf cart start doing?
Closing and then opening doors.
Doors are slamming and steering wheels are twisting and turning, and yeah, okay, perfect. So yeah, you hear screaming and yelling. Yeah,
and also a radio in this car
there
is on.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that's manipulating plastic. Is the little you turn the knob and it switches to the next channel. So yeah, all different kinds of music are blaring out of the orange crowd. That particular group is distracted, to say the least, at the moment. And you moved, so that's the end of you. Echo.
You should roll for me because the spell is rolling.
You're right. There is a defense. 3 minus 3, so you don't take any drain. So yeah, it works, and you don't take any more drain. So yeah, the golf cart starts basically slapping them and grabbing them and making it difficult for them to get out of it and that sort of thing.
And radio.
And the radio's blaring, yeah, different songs. For just a split second before it changes channels, it's the song that Samantha was dancing to earlier, just for a second, and then it switches to the news or something else.
And sport.
And sports here. Yeah, all of a sudden there's a football game being announced in the back.
Okay.
Echo.
Or hockey.
Yeah.
Or hockey.
Or hockey, even better, yeah. The Canadian Hockey League is playing in the background. Echo, what are you doing?
Echo's headed for the northwest quadrant there, so it's going to be a little bit before she can do a whole lot.
Yeah, so straight lining?
Yeah, she's going to head to 7.
Yep.
And I mean, the guards there seem pretty solidly distracted, so she's
Oh,
not
yeah.
really going to waste time with them.
Yep.
She's still headed straight for. She's headed for 8. Eventually.
For 8 in the northwest quadrant. Gotcha.
Yeah.
As you scurry up the street and look south of you and see that that's all very well taken care of. There's a pile of mayhem going on one block to your south. You scurry along the street, and as you get to this spot, you stop, and as you stop at it's sort of in a gap between two streetlights. It's not dark because this is a gated community, but it's dark-ish. It's as dark as you're gonna get. You see one of the lawnmower bots come screaming down a yard at you. It's over revving. It's pumped up. You can see the exhaust blowing out the back of it. It's just meow, and it's trying to attack you. As you see that, you also see on your map a bug appears in
Okay.
the square up there in Northwest 4. A literal glitch. And it does the GIF thing on your map where it looks at you and then does the he laugh with the elbows, like an old 8-bit Mario laughing at you. What do you do? I'm going to give you a chance to react to as the end of this round. What do you do to the what do you in reaction to the attacking lawnmower?
How big is the lawnmower? Are we talking about like riding lawnmower or like push lawnmower?
It's like a Roomba. I said it earlier, so I'm stuck with it now.
Oh,
It's
that's
it's a
right.
Roomba
Oh my
that's
gosh.
6 feet across, so 2 meter Roomba, disc.
Can
about
I
sort
can,
of yeah, sort of.
can I surf the Roomba?
You could certainly try. How dexterous are you?
I don't know.
That's a-
Excellently dexterous.
Well, I'm gonna call you on that. I'm gonna go check your character sheet.
I have no idea.
Your agility is 2.
Oh, good.
Do you
Perfect.
have?
I'm
active
supposed to be a
computer
dwarf, so
perception? Yeah, there's nothing. No, yeah. So
okay.
Give me-
So I'm gonna try to get on top of the
Yep.
lawn Roomba.
give me 2d6 greater than 5. There's a
Okay.
chance.
Aww. 0 successes.
0 successes. You jump
I did
up.
not succeed.
You jump up on top of it, and for a second you think you've got this, and then it does the Roomba thing where it just goes bzz, 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 changes direction about 4 times in a row,
Rude.
and dumps you on your ass on the grass.
How many of my balloons just broke on that Roomba?
Good question. Give me a generic D6 roll. Let's do 1 to 6.
Wait.
This is gonna be
6?
fun.
1?
Yeah, 1d6. 1d6
Oh.
balloons breaks. Let's see how many it is.
Okay, I put a 1 and then it asked for a modifier 0,
Oh,
right?
0. Yeah,
Yeah, okay. 4.
4. So
Oh,
yeah.
God.
You fall down, and you and the
Pop
Roomba
fizz.
are it's
Swoosh.
surrounded in green fizz and purple stuff that smells like ass, and just it's
Liquid
a little
ass
bit
everywhere.
of everything. Yeah, and you're sitting it, and the Roomba's sitting in it.
Amazing.
Yes, and it's just enough to end the turn right there, except for these guys. They all get to do a thing. So he moves.
Got
there.
it.
Can she
Got
also
it.
shout, by the way,
Got it.
also?
Got
What?
it didn't get done. Got it.
Kelly,
Oh, Kelly
Kelly
only got
rolled
to
an
go
8.
once because he rolled a 9. Yeah. So only the 3 of you that rolled
Nine.
over 10 get to go twice in a round.
I don't know if Echo can shout as she's
Yep.
sliding off the Roomba. Like, she's just sort of shouting into her comms, like, there's a bug. There's a bug.
And you
There's
guys
bug,
hear
guys.
that. You also see, because I'm assuming that Echo is sharing their screen with all of you, so you see in your glasses sort of an overlay of this map. You can see the bug that's appeared on the screen. You can also see that security, if nothing else, the guys inside the orange thing with their machine attacking them have managed to call help, 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 help. So the other three security forces are now moving towards your sector.
Samantha will react at the back Oh, adorable.
All right. So let's move on. I'm gonna. I take your point about Calais only getting one turn and everybody else getting two. So we're going to use the same initiative roll, but I bumped Calais' initiative to 11, so they get to go twice too. Let me just get this.
Okay.
Yeah, does that
Good.
make sense? Yeah.
Good.
Yes. So it still means you guys will all get to go, then the bad guys will get to go, then you'll all get to go again. So you're professional runners, they're homegrown security. That sounds about right to me. So that works. It's momentum. Yeah. You're building momentum. So that's the situation. The orange ball of fluff, Neon. You can see. I'm going to call you Neon because you're on a mission. That's how we're going to work this. When
Yep.
you're Corbin
Also,
when you're not running, and when you're running, you're Neon. So yeah,
also should be Willow.
you're Willow. When okay, so yeah, I'll change that for next week. I didn't have that as a backup, but
I mean, as
Sam.
code name.
Yeah, Sam runs as Willow. Yeah. Okay, I'll fix that. Excellent. So Neon. Those guys up there are distracted, but you can see in the stay out zone, the closest group to you is just a little bit to your south west. Other than that, the other two groups are approaching from their quadrants. What do you do? Do you move first?
Uh, yes. I want to move to Sector 2 Southeast.
Okay, skirting the stay out zone. Yeah.
I guess tip over a trash can or something and provoke the dude in the stay out zone to
Try
come
to
out and
get these
play.
guys to come and get you. Okay, yep. That's easy enough to do. It's just and spray paint something on spray painting spray painting dicks on the road because that's
And
whatever it is,
crayons.
you get their attention. Samantha, what do you do? Do you move and what do you do?
I will keep moving
So to
to
10.
10.
Okay.
Yes.
You've got the fireworks still going above you. We're going to let that just run in the background because you already paid the drain for that. So what else would you like to do?
I would, I would direct to, to Echo and ask if she need help. And I will maybe pass Neon because he will fight soon.
Okay, so
Another
you're gonna
security.
buff. Yeah, that makes perfect sense. So let me find the thing. So many macros. Increase attribute. There we go. Ooh, okay. You do increase which attribute? Is it agility? That's the one that he uses.
Yes.
Yeah. We'll add. You're going to be adding three dice to any of your agility rolls from now on, Corbin or Neon.
Got it.
Unfortunately for Willow / Samantha, you once again rolled 0 successes on your drain. So you take 3 more, which means you're down to 2. One more bad spell, and you're going to fall to the ground. So, having said that, do you still want to offer help to Echo, or do you want to? Because you can heal yourself too.
Heal myself.
Yeah. So let's do that. Wow, 9 successes. So you get everything back. You're all the way back up to 9, which was your maximum. But you take 3 because once again you failed your drain roll completely. So your actually net result is you're back up to 6. You were at 2, now you're at 6. And that's your first turn.
I will do frustrated action.
Yep.
And like kick can or one of balloon echo landing on ground.
Yep. Absolutely. You get you start just distracting and making noise and trying to get them to
Yeah,
draw them
but
forwards.
also I want vent out angry at that.
Just mad as hell. That's right. Yeah, absolutely. This isn't going really well. Echo's on her ass in a puddle of her own making. Sam is magicking herself into unconsciousness despite all these years of training. Echo's painting dicks on the road. Yeah.
Neon.
Neon, sorry, yeah. Speaking of, Echo, let's keep this moving along. Oh, goodness. We're almost at the end of the hour already here. So,
Okay. So Echo gets up from her ass.
Yep.
Is the Roomba still attacking her?
It's getting ready to. It's about to on its turn.
The MOBA?
Yeah. So at the
Okay.
moment, it's bzz, 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 bit of fuzz on it, a little bit of acid burning down the side.
She's gonna reach out and like slap the thing and try to like get hold of it, like
Okay, so
magically.
you're gonna technomance it.
Ye-
Absolutely. Okay, you're gonna sleaze it so you can take control.
yes.
Okay, so your sleaze is 9d6. Well, you did infusion of sleaze again, so that makes sense. You would do that first, right?
I think so.
So yeah, that's 5 successes, and your drain you covered it, so that's your 5 successes. Let's do that means 14d6 with your bonus.
Okay. Is it generic D6?
Greater than 5. Sorry.
Okay.
The only time you use generic is for initiative.
14. 4 successes.
4 successes. All right.
Gimme.
It's an interesting experience because you slap it and the 4 is enough to take control of it, just it, not the system it's attached to. But it's like you've grabbed one end of a dog's chew toy, because when you try to take control, the bug that's up in the northwest quadrant is still holding on to it, and because you got exactly what you needed, the two of you are in a tug of war over the. So you stand up and start. I'm taking this, and it just starts going because it's trying to listen to you and trying to listen to Bug at the same time.
Huh.
So you'll get a chance to go again in a second. Calais,
Okay.
the only one not violently involved in anything right at the moment. What do you do?
I think I will continue. Actually, I will probably go into the same zone Echo is in,
Okay. Yep.
and I'm
Well,
still
that
going
is
to be
company
dropping
property. You could do whatever you want to it.
What I'd like to do is I want to use my ice weapon,
Yep.
but instead of like actually like summoning the thing in my hand and throwing it, I want to like try and use it to flip the thing over.
Okay, so like ice
Like-
wedge.
Yeah, like basically,
Yeah,
it's like summon the thing like under the thing, under the
yep,
robot. Yeah.
absolutely. Okay. Yeah, give me the spell, ice hammer, as we're calling it instead of ice spear. But yeah, give me that.
So 5 success.
5 successes and
Now stop. Hammer time.
yes, your drain is 5 minus 1, so you do take 3 drain.
Fair enough.
Yeah, but 5 successes. Yeah, it jams underneath, and it's like Robot Wars, right? It goes underneath, and the wedge goes. Oh, it goes underneath this water, and it freezes. And as it freezes, it expands, goes and shatters, and breaks, flips the Mobot over. So now this 6-foot thing that it's in spasms because it's being receiving orders from 2 different sources, upside down with its blade trying to spin both directions at once and laying on the grass like some kind of weird horseshoe crab, just with ice melting slowly down into it.
I'm gonna like drop my smoke bombs like so the blades whack them further
Oh.
into the neighborhood.
Ding, ding, ding. Just, yeah, like, oh, yeah. Like throwing pennies into it. Yeah, I love it. So, yeah.
Like one of those baseball throwing machines
Yes.
at the batting cages.
Yeah. That goes there. That goes there. These ones wander off in this direction. That means they do wander out of the smoke, but they're still befuddled, these guys here, because their thing is still attacking them. So that's them. The only actual. Yeah, the only ones that are in a place to do any sort of attack at all are the ones that are right in front of Neon. So.
They don't move from southwest.
Oh, you're right. I didn't move them. They move there towards the problem. So these guys do. Where's the zero? There it is. Forgot where zero was on a keyboard. That's not good. Oh, two successes. So Neon, one of them, as they're walking towards you, in my head, you don't even stop painting. Like you're just painting rude words on the wall, and they start to walk up and they pull out a taser and say, "You can't be here tonight." And they push the button, and the taser doesn't get to you. Like it's on the wires. They only rolled two successes, and you absolutely are going to wreck that. So the taser goes out, gets to about 10 feet short of you, and goes, and like the coyote on the when he gets to the end of the rope, and they fall on the ground and go on the ground. That's the end of them. Conveniently, it's now your turn. What do you do?
Can I use my katana to cut the wires?
Oh yes, absolutely. Yep.
7 successes.
7 successes. So I'm gonna go over the top here on this one. You
Hell yeah.
instead of cutting them, you because normally because we've been non-lethal, you've been leaving the sheath on, right on your katana. So if you were to
Not
reach
today.
out and sort of wrap a couple wraps of the
Oh.
wire around your katana and then pull, you'd pull the
Mhm.
taser right out of their hand.
Mine now.
Yeah, it lands at your feet, and you bend down and pick it up. And the as it that's such a power move. I love this. They kind of just automatically go to hands up and start backing away, and they do the Homer. They back into the cloud.
Aren't they to the south of me?
They are. I realized. Yeah. That's why there was that uncomfortable pause after I did. They don't back. They slide sideways into the cloud, basically.
Like skirt around me and into the cloud where I can't see them?
Yes, not intentionally. It's just that they're trying to get away from you. That you freaked them out. If you imagine they're security guards and you just went full ninja on them, right? They're trying to get away. So roughly speaking, I'm starting to wrap this up. So yeah, you've got them. You have disarmed them now. Yeah, they're just south of you. So yeah.
So like 3 guys and only 1 taser between them. That's
No, wait a minute. I see what you're absolutely right. They wouldn't have gone around you into the cloud. They just they're off their cart, but they back up. The two guys on the cart and the other one. Thank you for correcting me again. They just start backing away from you. The one guy's trying to running to get back on the cart. The guy that doesn't have the taser anymore, and his two buddies are already backing up away from you. So there's like they're backing up and he's chasing them.
okay.
There, that's a better image. Into the deeper into the stay out zone.
So
Yeah.
that means they've all gone and it's second player turn?
Yep. It's now Sam's turn. Samantha.
I want to go 9 because I want to do something about this guy on 40, not 60.
This one here. Yep. Absolutely. So you step to the corner and you see them coming around the corner on their golf cart.
Yes,
What do?
I will shoot wheels in this golf cart
Okay.
with my bullets.
Oh, with your gun. Okay. So yeah.
Not like gun, but my magic gun.
Right. Yeah. You've got stun bolt. What else could we use? Because stun bolt will only work against people. But you've got burst that you could use. Um, but you've got yeah. So I'm gonna. This is the moment as you reach up with your magic and just as you're about to fire, you hear your phone, your glasses beep again. The very very private message, and it prints up on the screen. I've got what I needed. You can leave. You
And
still
Samantha, and Samantha will be like, "Uh," and just when fun begins.
Well, you don't have to leave. He just told you that you can. So do you still zap that cart
Raise up
and then go to
and
leave?
go back.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. So I'm gonna narrative us out from here. Um, the four
I just have
of-
one thing to add.
Yes. Oh yes, please.
Echo gets up, lets the lawnmower go.
Yeah.
She moons in the direction of the bug before she runs away.
Okay.
Just
Yeah.
FYI.
Moon's the bug. Okay. Okay. Kelly, you got one more thing you can do before you flee. What do you do?
Um,
Or you can just flee.
actually, yeah, no, I just flee
Okay.
because I want to keep all my supplies. I don't need to be doing
Yeah.
anything extra.
Yeah. No point in getting hurt now, right?
Job's done.
Yeah.
I'm out.
Exactly. So, with that, the four of you start to pull back away from security.
What happened when I shot away?
You shoot the as you start to back away, you reach over with your magic and you blow out the front wheel just as they're coming around the corner. The thing tips on its side and does the long, slow slide on its side until it's up on the grass in somebody's yard. As you start to pull back, you realize nobody's following you. Security is starting to pull back on themselves. And then, just as you're getting towards the fence, you hear it in the distance. Sirens. Over the
Lone
fence.
Star.
Yeah.
Fuck off.
Over the fence, through the park, through the skate park, past the people in the fire can, down the road to the bus stop. The express bus is already waiting. Echo dashes onto the bus. The rest of you leap into your motorcycles and or electric
Wait.
bikes. Yep.
We yell to Neon, keep this teaser gun. Maybe will be useful for next stop.
It's also
Way ahead of you.
yeah, at the very least, it's a corporate branded taser. So yeah, if you put that on your hip and pretend to be security, it's probably enough to get you in somewhere. But with that, the four of you flee into the darkness of the sprawl.
What about money?
As you do, you hear the beep, 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 beep on your cards, and you look down, and the other $5,000 is there for 10,000 total. That's at least 2 months' rent. For some of you, even more, because some of you have been living pretty low on the hog.
That's a pretty sweet e-bike.
It is, yes, a very nice bike. But with that, as you ride away, each of you see a notice on the news because the police were called. And by the time you get home, you see it. Let me find it. There we go. So on the way back to your houses or the warehouse, wherever it is you're choosing to go, there is a story on news radio. It's mentioned that a theft happened in Edgewood, where you just were. A famous AI programmer named Nitsi Retouch was the victim. No injuries or damage were reported. The finishing tagline on the story is, "The purpose of the home invasion remains unknown." That is where we will drop the curtain on tonight.
We
You guys
know
can
what.
do some more research.
You know what was stolen?
We don't know yet. Nothing was stolen. But you guys will be able to do some research next time and see if you can add some information to the stuff that you got earlier today.
What was the name of that AI again?
The programmer, the AI programmer, by which I mean someone who programs AIs, not an AI that programs. Does that make sense?
Oh,
So yeah, it's a human
okay.
who programs
What was
AIs,
their
and
name?
their name is Nitzi, Nitzi, Retouch, as in retouch photos. Nitzi Retouch. They're fairly famous in the computer circles, but we'll get to that next week.
So
yeah,
Nitsi has been kidnapped and
nope.
no?
Something stole us.
Somebody broke
from
into their
her.
house and didn't injure or damage anything. The purpose of the home invasion remains unknown. So you guys will have to search next week to see if you can figure out what was actually taken. Not by going there, but by, same thing you did today, right? Gathering information, doing recon, stuff like that. But that's
Okay.
going to have to wait until next week because I love this game because we're spending so far about 50% of the time doing flashbacks and 50% of the time doing story.
I'm trying to make them shorter.
No, it's a unique thing. It's a really, I like this. It would be a cool trick to use for a TV series or a graphic novel. So yeah, this every month you get the graphic novel, and the first 10 pages is backstory, and then the next 10 pages is current events. I'm perfectly good with that. I just wasn't expecting it. So, but let's get to the thank yous because oh my goodness, thank you all for coming on this journey. None of us have played this game before. I haven't played it in decades, but none of you have played this game before. It is a different world. It's a different place. It's a different style of playing. What I really appreciate from all of you is the willingness you're put into backstories, the willingness you're put into what went before and who your characters are and why they act the way they do. I love that. That tells me you've bought into the game, you're committed, and you're enjoying yourselves, and that's how I get paid. So thank you to Deku, thank you to Glory, thank you to Janet, and thank you to Brandon. All of you wonderful players, amazingly creative, always pushing me to my limits. I could not be happier. Thank you to everybody in the chat, to the Bisons and Ciosas and Batkyles and all kinds of persons, and thank you for all the resubs and all that wonderful stuff. I am still to this day always amazed. The butts have to match. That is absolutely correct, Bison. The butts must match. But I am amazed
But
every single
thank
time.
you, Kevin.
But
Also,
thank you for thanking me. You're very welcome. I'm always amazed that anybody takes the time to watch these. I mean, they're fun and we're great fun, but the world is full of things. There's a bajillion things you could be doing. So I really, really, really appreciate you taking time out of that to come and play with us. If it seemed like something that's fun, join our Discord. Pop in there. You can come and play with us. You can watch our stuff on YouTube. There's 1,400 plus video or hours of videos, 700 videos over. I'm running out of words. Good time to stop. But thank you for everybody that was in chat. Thank you if you're watching on the VOD. Thanks for the view. If you're watching on YouTube, hit the buttons at the bottom. If you watched all the way to here, we're going to presume you enjoyed it. Hit the like, hit the bell so you know what's coming. Other than that, we get to the important bit. The bit that we spend 2+ hours getting to every time. If you don't take anything else away from us and from what we do here and the love we show each other and the friendship and the support we show each other, please take away this. It doesn't take much to make somebody's day better. A little effort, a thank you, just noticing somebody do something. Say something nice to somebody tomorrow. Do it for me. Do it as a favor. Please be nice to each other. Good night.
Bye.
good night. I started to.